Cox here. Guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to do a cabinet drawer repair here, okay? Now this is a very common thing to happen with your cabinet drawers. It's just because they're made really cheaply, okay? Now some of you might be thinking, well, I've got like really fancy cabinets here. Well, unfortunately, a lot of cabinet companies focus on making them look fancy, not so much making them build strong, okay? And here's what's happening. You see the whole face is about to rip off of this thing. And I know a lot of you probably have ripped the whole face right out. You got the drawer, and hopefully most of the drawers are already still intact. I'm not going to actually build a new drawer here. We're just going to repair where the face goes on, okay? And we're just going to need a couple of tools to do so. So I got a Phillips screwdriver. And there are, on this one here, there's 4 screws holding the actual wood face into the drawer, okay? Some might only have 2. Okay, now here it is. Now, before you lose which direction it goes, let's mark that, okay? I've got some painter's tape here, which we're going to need again in just a little bit. Alright, but I'm going to put an arrow going up. Alright, so I know which way it goes again, just so everything lines up. Okay, it's always best to mark things. Okay, and then we'll get the screws out of here. The problem with these drawers is they're either particle board or press board. Many of them are press board. Some of you are like, what's press board? Press board is, just think of like paper. It's just really thick paper. And yes, that sounds crazy. And what they do is they just tack a couple of small brad nails through here, little tiny trim nails, boom boom, and it cracks it. Okay, you can probably see, maybe you can see down here on the bottom side, this is split open. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rip it the rest of the way out. Okay? Try to carefully do that because I don't want to damage it any more than it already is. A lot of you probably already have it ripped out, so that's probably not a problem. Okay, there we go. Okay, on this board there's 4 little nails, 2 on each side sticking out. Let's get rid of them. Okay, so to do that, you can take a pair of pliers and pull them back out, or you can tap them in all the way. I'd rather just pull them out and get them out. Less chance of damaging this board here, okay? And you see they're not very big and they're not too hard to get out, alright? So far, our list of tools for this project is pretty small. I got a pair of pliers, Phillips screwdriver, some tape. We're also going to need some wood glue and some paper towels, okay? Alright, now first let's make sure this fits back in place and goes in smooth, okay? So we got the drawer here. Now this is actually part of that face there that ripped off, because it was notched to help hold the bottom part of the drawer. We want to make sure it goes back in place. Okay. And it does. Now some of you might be like, well, I've got a nail gun, why don't I just nail it back together? Well, this is paper again, okay guys? And the reason why it kind of failed in the first place is that those nails kind of split things a little bit. A lot of times that happens, and it really can't handle that. So if you go shooting it again, you're just going to probably tear to pieces what's left of it. Alright, so I got some paper towels and some good wood glue here. So we're just going to glue everything back together, and the tape is going to hold it tight until it dries. Alright, we go here. This seems to be sticking there at that bottom shelf. Okay, getting glue on the table and everywhere else. Okay. Alright, now let's stick it back in place and alright. Alright, sit there for a second. Now you want to wipe off any glue that dripped, and then the excess glue here. A little bit there, and then on the inside, holding it tight together. Let's wipe out that excess. So it's not going to wipe out when it dries. Okay, now let's take some tape here, and we're just going to run it down the side, stick it on there good. That way when we get to the top here, can pull it tight. And then back down that side. Alright, now I'm double checking now that everything's tight. Make sure that the wood glue is not spewing out of anywhere. And it's not. So there are a couple places here where the press board is splitting. So I want to fill those in. Trying to make it as strong as possible. You know, even though it's just paper. Go ahead and press it into place with my finger. And those cracks. Wiping off the excess. Don't want any globs there in the face, because when we go put the actual drawer face back on, we want it to sit flush again. Okay? So we are good to go until tomorrow. Now this is going to need to sit overnight. Actually we're middle of the day here, so this is going to be able to sit for probably about 20 hours before I get to it. And then we'll continue right back, I'll put the face on, and then we'll be done, okay? Alright, here we go, guys. The next day, so we've let this sit all day long and all through the night. Almost 24 hours, which is what most glues ask you to set before you put stress on the joints. Alright, so let's just get to it. I'm just going to peel the tape off that you used like a clamp. Of course, if you have clamps, you can use it too, but I know a lot of people don't have clamps. So that's why I use the tape there, okay? It's in there real good. Alright, now we have our drawer face we got to put back on. We did mark it earlier with the up arrow, which makes this much easier to know that we got it back the right direction. Alright, here we go. We have our completed drawer repair. And it really is that simple, as long as that's all that's happened, is that the front of the drawer is ripped off with the face. A lot of times these drawers, because they are made out of either parking board or press board or both, if neither one of them are very strong, you can take additional damage like the base of the drawer cracking and falling out, and some of the sides doing more. And you can try gluing those areas, but you can only glue so much. And eventually I'll probably try to do a video where we're going to actually rebuild an entire drawer. Basically rebuilding it from scratch almost. But that'll be another time. Other than that, guys, I hope this helped you. So please share this video so others like you can see how easy it is to do the most common drawer repair, and then do it themselves. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll put a link probably like right over here. Some additional videos on this side you can check out. Other than that, you guys have a great one.